It is a Saturday night here in the month of December. It is about 8:23 p.m. and I am broadcasting live to a number of channels here on our social media platforms. Because earlier today, through the Pastor's Roundtable broadcast, we had a wonderful discussion with Pastor Orville Brissett and Pastor Keith Spencer Goodman. However, for the first time in a while, we were not able to, on our end, see any of the chat. Normally, we get to see chat that's coming in from different sources, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, from the different platforms that we stream on. And today, we were unable to see any of those. And so I am back here kicking some tires because I want to see if how we can fix that. I don't know if that was an ECAMM thing, if that was a Restream issue, because those are the two platforms that we use to do our streaming natively in ECAMM, and then we kick that over to Restream, and then Restream sends that out to Facebook and to YouTube and to our different platforms. So I'm going to hang out here for just a little while and see if I can see or get anybody to type and to see if I can see it. Right now, it's showing that I've got two people who are on, who are watching, but as of yet, I do not see any text. I don't see anybody typing. So that's going to be a great help if you are, although I should have logged on through a different device to be able to actually see. So let me do that. Come over here to this computer. Now, unfortunately, I don't know which platform whoever's watching is watching on. So I'm going to be looking at my personal page, my personal Facebook page. So that's where I am seeing any chat, if it will come. Uh-oh, that's kind of loud. Whoops. All right. So if anybody's out there and you're typing, that would be great. So I can see if you're typing. I see there's one person now watching on my Facebook page. So the others must be either on YouTube or on the Pastor's Roundtable pages. But again, I'm looking to see if I can see any chat up to this point. I still do not see any text coming through. Oh, that's what I can do. I can type to myself. I don't have to wait. All right. Okay. Hey. And there we go. I do see. I typed to myself and I saw that. And there's GP. GP is in the room, and Sam Salim. Hey, so Gaston, oh, you are on my personal page. Okay. All right. So I am seeing text now coming through on my personal page. I don't know if we're going to get any text from the Pastor's Roundtable page. So let me swap over to the PRT page. Am I streaming there? Let's see. It says that I am streaming to Wittick and my personal page and Pastor's Roundtable page Pastor's Roundtable YouTube channel and to Pastor's Roundtable page. All right. But it also says that Restream is saying that those are offline, but they can't be offline if I'm able to, because I'm watching that there. All right. I'm going to swap over to the PRT page. By the way, we'll probably take this down just because we're just doing some testing here. Pages. And we are waiting for the Pastors Roundtable page to load. Boom, there it is. Okay. And I see it there. I'm going to type something in from that page. Okay, so I just put in some chat from... All right, so Candy, I see that you are typing on a YouTube channel. GP, I see you on a YouTube channel. Perfect, it's working now. And it wasn't working before. All right, good stuff. Man, I appreciate that. Appreciate you guys putting in there so I know that we do have a YouTube channel working. And I do have to, wow, I don't know why it wasn't working earlier. I don't know if this is a, so we're using, and I shouldn't have done it, but I was using the ECAMM beta today. But I'm using the beta right now as well. And for whatever reason, it is working. It wasn't working before. All right. I feel a little better, but I'd feel better if I knew why it was doing what it was doing before. GP, where are you, man? Where are you now? And I'm assuming you're in Florida somewhere. Yeah, you better believe he's in the FLA. All right. Okay. Wait a minute. That's not FLA. Newport News. Okay. All right. So, okay. Well, I guess we can guess do that offline. But yeah. Okay. Allegheny East. Got it. So that was a move from Florida conference to Allegheny East. All right. I see you, Doc. Good stuff. Good stuff. Although I suspect that in just, well, no, it's December. It'd already be kind of missing Florida. Oh, look what I got. Look what I got. Oh, there's two of us now. Hey, there he is. Viraj is in the building. Can't hear him, though.
The voice.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, he came in with the PRT shirt.
I still have it on. I haven't changed my uniform.
Got you. I see you. I see you.
All right, so it looks like it's working, Elder.
Yeah, it looks like it's working now. Who else do I see in there? Somebody. Oh, there's CT.
The CT.
The Christopher CT. Man, that's a good name. Did I ever tell you how much I appreciate that name? Christopher C. Thompson. That's a good man right there, but that's a good name.
Where is Christopher these days? I lost him when he left, I think, Breath of Life. I don't know where he's at. Is he in Huntsville still, or is he, you know?
Oh, I didn't know that he left Breath of Life.
Yeah, he's I think he went out on his own and doing his own thing. But I understand he's no longer with the Breath of Life television ministry, or maybe he's still with their changed direction with them. And so I don't know, but I wanted to connect with him. Ah, look at that. Okay.
We open our church in Beaufort, SC next month. Okay.
Okay. All right.
So
listen, Chris, we got to get you on, talk a little bit about church planting.
So that's like his church is like personal,
He's planting a church.
Okay. All right.
That's a little foreign to you and I. I don't know.
Hey, if anybody can do it.
Yeah, if anyone can do it, Chris can do it. We know.
Hey, Chris, is he still doing? Chris, you still doing the red chair? Was he the one doing the red chair? He was doing I remember watching some very powerful stuff. He was doing like talks with his son, and I thought it was this red chair thing. That, I mean, sometimes that brother had me misting up, man. I was, blaming it on my allergies and stuff. He's sitting there talking with his son about, some of the George Floyd stuff and all of those things that were going on back there. That was good stuff, Chris. That was really, really good stuff, man.
Yeah, I was. I liked the book, the last book he wrote, and some of the thoughts and the ideas coming out of that was very powerful.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't seen the book though. I have to get my hands on that.
You need to. I'm trying to see if I have it in. I'm not sure if I may have gotten that one electronically because I'm trying to transition to an electronic library.
Okay. Okay.
But I can't throw away the books I have. That's the thing. I can't get rid of them.
So I was just in the midst of a move, or just moved, and that's something that certainly whenever you move, that you start looking at that, man. All these books, how heavy these things are, how much space they take up. Some of them get kind of messed up and stuff in the move, and you start, man, do I really need all these? Can I just transfer this stuff over to PDF or buy the PDF version or whatever? He says from scratch.
United Church here in Beaufort voted today to let us use the building and thinking chair chat is on hold.
Thinking
Too
chair
busy.
chat. Yeah, I
chair
feel
chat.
that. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Nothing wrong with being busy, unless it's
Keeps you out of trouble.
yeah, unless it's trouble keeping you busy. But
we don't want that to happen.
So the difference today, Raj. So today we scheduled the show. I didn't schedule this one. I just went live.
Right.
I'm trying to think of what I did different today.
Did you go through Restream or did you just go live?
No,
through ECAMM?
Restream. Yeah,
Okay.
so I set up the titles and stuff through Restream.
Okay.
And wait a minute, I'm just seeing GP was saying he went from Florida to California to AEC.
Oh.
I missed that. Okay. All right. He said he'll be back one day though. I know that AEC Cold is going to start saying, "Go home. Go home."
I don't know if the poll does that, but it does make you want to go home.
Yeah, that Cold will talk to you.
Or let's put it this way, it does make you not want to go back.
Okay. Yeah. But anyway, so the
Now, did you do Restream on this live or did you?
yeah.
Did you just okay?
Yeah, so on this live, I went into Restream, I redid the titles, and then I came back to ECAMM and went live.
Well, we know it was going live. We know we were live because we were live. But interestingly enough, on my Apple TV YouTube, that's how I do it. I did not. It showed it as upcoming. It never showed it as live.
Yeah, and even still, so in the Restream window on the website here, why am I hearing myself twice?
It could be. I may need to put on my earpiece.
Yeah, well, I had some speakers on too. I just turned them down. My wife was standing here a second ago, so she wanted to hear. But let me get rid of this. So I'm going to post my screen up. So you will see here in just a second. I got way too much junk on my screen.
Hey, Bishop Donald Oliver. It's good to see you.
Oh, is the bishop in the house?
All the blessings of the season to you and your family.
Hey, there he is. That's my man. That's good people right there. Bishop Donald Oliver from Orangeburg, South Carolina. Up in the house. Oh. See, I just almost quit the broadcast. I hit my command Q because I was trying to quit something else, but I had ECAMM was the active window. And it's a good thing they gave me that little. Okay. So I'm going to quit there. All right. So, Raj, here we go. I'm going to kick this over here to live demo mode. Turn on live. Okay. Don't ask again. There we go. All right. So.
Yeah, Tina, it's a new day, girl.
You know what's funny?
Quite a few of us are excited about it.
What's funny is that in the last two shows it hasn't come up. Somebody said it came up in the chat last week, and I missed it. I didn't see it, but I fully expected that to be a thing, and we got through it without anybody making a big fuss. So bless the Lord, oh my soul.
I think they were more concerned about where the tide was going.
That's what I'm talking about, right there. Yes, indeed.
That's right, Tina. The Glasses Ministry, and I saw it just now. I was like, oh. Okay.
All right. So this the hold on.
See how you gloss right over it? See how you gloss right over it?
Okay, so over here. Or over here.
Uh-huh.
So you see the channels that we're streaming to, starting with the Twittic channel. It's on, but it says offline. To my personal page, which is next, it says the switch is on, but it also says offline. Same thing with PRT. Switch is on, but it says offline. So I don't understand why it's suggesting that it is offline when we are clearly not offline. Because I'm watching it.
Did you upgrade did Restream upgrade or anything? Well, no, that's a web base, so it shouldn't even be a problem.
Yeah, no. So PRT had a couple of upgrades recently. Like almost 3. Tina, yeah, I missed you guys too at Pelk. I couldn't. Oh, stop it! All right, where's mine? I might have to. Forgot I even had this stuff on when I came on. She said, but you chose to do this on Facebook, homie. All right, you got me. Touche. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if this is a Restream issue.
Well, you just alerted as you're saying that. I remember when I went in, it was only showing. It was showing it, but it was showing it as offline.
Yeah, well, it's all showing offline in Restream. But you said when you went to the YouTube channel, you didn't see anything.
Right, on the YouTube channel, it didn't show it online. So I went there now. You're streaming. It's streaming on the YouTube page for Pastors Roundtable, but on the Facebook page, it's offline.
Yeah. So GP is asking a very, very intriguing question that a lot of people are asking. With ECAMM beta, don't you get multi-streaming? Yes, indeed you do. So with ECAMM now, you can stream to many different platforms. So why Restream? The relevance of Restream. So
tell us.
Here's the relevance.
Elder,
here's
why?
Still the relevance of Restream. So if I'm sending from ECAMM to multiple platforms, then every single platform that I send to through ECAMM is taking up bitrate. So your internet speed. So in order to stream just to one channel, I may need to have an upload speed of 5.7 megabits per second. But if I'm streaming to 2 sources, instead of needing to have somewhere between 5 and 7 megabits per second upload stream, I will need, and I'm just going to make the number up, I'll need 20. And it's like every different platform that I stream to, I need to have bandwidth that supports an additional platform if I'm multi-streaming from directly from ECAMM. With Restream, I'm just sending it to one. I'm sending it from ECAMM to one source, which is Restream. And in Restream, then I can multiply all of those different places that I'm streaming to. but it doesn't matter because Restream is carrying that bandwidth load, not ECAMM or not my personal or my home network. So that's still right now the value or the benefit or the relevance of Restream, that I don't need to have all of that extra bandwidth in order to stream from right here. So we are streaming to, Restream carries the load.
Yeah. Not only that, if for some reason the way we were given access to a particular channel, sometimes you need to reestablish that through ECAMM, and if you don't have the access, you won't be able to reestablish it. So it's already established through Restream. So sometimes it's maybe easier to do.
Right. But I got something for that. Watch this. I don't know if y'all can see my stream. I do that. So just recently, I changed from Xfinity to AT&T Fiber. Y'all see the screen?
Come on.
Here we go. Watch this. You're watching? You're watching? Here we go.
Yeah.
Bishop, here we go. GP, watch this. Go. All right, AT&T. Oh, people gonna find out all my information, my IP address, and all that stuff. Let me close this window up just a little bit. There we go. All right, that speed. That's the download speed. 933 megabits down. Look at this upload speed. You see it? Oh my.
There it is.
Oh my. Tina?
There it is.
Yeah, Chris, look at there. 9.
So,
what's that doing?
So that just means you don't need Restream.
That's correct. As long as I'm streaming from this location,
that's right.
I don't. But that's the problem, is that I'm not always streaming from this location. And sometimes if I'm not hosting, you guys are hosting. What was interesting today, last night, Raj, I sent you a screenshot of this where my upload was actually faster than my download speed. So that upload was sitting at 940 something. Yes, bandwidth bragging. I'm all about that right now. Absolutely. Yeah. So if you have those kind of speeds, then GP, then Restream you don't need. But our issue is, I don't always host. Sometimes Roger does it. Sometimes Dion does it. And if they don't have these kinds of speeds, then we gotta kick it over to Restream. So, and sometimes I'm not streaming from home. So, there he is. Yes, sir. My day is coming soon. AT&T Fiber. Yes, that's exactly what we're doing, Chris. We are geeking out over here. People have no idea what we're talking. Some people, bandwidth, what? Upload, download speed, megabits. But yeah. So that's good. Now, the only thing I need next, Raj, is I need an M1, brother. That's on my Christmas list.
Don't you have one?
What am I? No, I have one at church. The church has one, and I'm it's a defunct Sabbath school class. It belonged to them, so I'm using that now here at home. But that's got to go back to church. So I would like to have my own. Yeah, Bishop, I do want the laptop, but I want the 16, and so I know that M2 isn't available yet in the 16.
I was hoping I was going to buy the M1 laptop last year, but I couldn't afford it. Plus, I bought another computer for my son for his schooling and stuff, so I had to put myself on hold. I was a selfless father last year.
Oh, you're a good man, Charlie Brown.
So this year I was thinking about it, but then I said, "Hey, let's wait till the M2 comes out." I want a 16 and to make it strong. So we're holding out. We're holding out.
Yeah, I so that 16 though, man, that's gonna be to get it spec'd to how so for me, because it's not just for ECAMM, but I also edit and do everything on my laptop. And so my laptop right now, I mean, it was pretty specced out for Intel Mac. It's the i9, 32 gigs of RAM, two terabyte hard drive, the mid-range memory on the GPU. I forget exactly what that was though. So I mean, for the time it worked, but I had too much stuff on my hard drive, so I used up that 2 terabytes when I'm trying to edit stuff. Just the video files kill my 2 terabytes. So
But you need to set up a workflow where you bring in a portable.
yeah, so I pulled in. I have the little the 2 terabyte, another 2 terabyte what's that thing called? Not static.
The SSD.
SSD. That's a removable one. This one right here. This bad boy. 2 terabytes. And then I have a 12 terabyte. It's more, you got to plug that one in the wall, power it, and all that stuff.
Right.
Bishop says, my wife convinced me to get the Mac Mini 1 with 16 gigs. She said to go for the M2 with the external. Yeah. How much on your external? Not how much money. I mean, how much space you're looking for, Bishop? Because Bishop does a lot of, he puts a lot of stuff together too.
Okay.
So I'm very curious to see. So I've been looking, Raj, at the what is it called? It's like a bay that holds several hard drives.
Okay.
It's
not a RAID.
Not a RAID. I know RAID, but there's another system. It's basically a RAID. It's like the same thing as a RAID, but it's a network drive, or it's like a networked RAID drive. I'm trying to remember what they call those things. I used to know it at some point. Chris would say, I'm not geek enough to know. I did know it at one point. Where's Kirk? Kirk would know what it was. Yeah, so he's looking for the Sonnet. New fan. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. So that's something though that I think would be good for us to grab though, Raj. Because if we can get that network drive, then we set that thing on somebody's network. Then wherever we are, all of us can pull from it in people's files and videos that they want us to show and all that. Just boom, pop it on there, so that it doesn't clog up our own personal machines.
Gotcha. Ooh.
I know what we'll do. Oh, do I see some networking going on here? Is there a sale about to go down?
I'll sell you his M1.
Yeah, my network can carry the load of the internet speed, but I'm talking about the space, the hard drive space, hard disk space. Like I said, I have a 2 terabyte drive on board of my laptop, and I had to dump almost all of my video files because I couldn't save a Word file without it saying your disk is too full, etc.
I gotta clean up my stuff too. I just have, being communications director, you pull in all these pictures and you just drop them where you normally would work. And I said, I got to get them off of here. Then the thing I got to think about is where you're going to put them so I can go back to them.
Stephanie. QNAP. This is the stuff I'm talking about here. I should have found a way to pull this on. So this is this is a QNAP. Let's take a look. So it's stuff like this where All of these that you see across here, those are those are drive based. So individual hard drives you pop in there of any size. I mean, they don't have to be the same size, but they're all kind of you can daisy chain them together, and then you can access them by just by some software that you put on your computer, and then you hook into the internet. There's a Ethernet port on the back of this thing. You pop it and connect it to your network, and it's like your own cloud, basically. Like it's a personal cloud.
Okay.
Network NAS, that's what it's called. NAS storage, network attached storage.
Okay, I wonder if that's what we were told. We were told that the NAD is offering to conferences space that can do this kind of stuff in a cloud. So I'm wondering if it's based on this technology.
Yeah,
My
possibly.
IT guy is telling me about it.
Yeah. So QNAP is a brand. That's not the name. That's a brand for a NAS. Network attached storage. Synology is a different brand. Yeah, Synology, QNAP. And these are from what I recall reading before. These are probably the bigger players in that market, Synology and QNAP. Arnaldo has one. SEC went in the office, and he had the exact one that I was looking at. So we'll see, man. One of these days.
One of these days.
Bright and early. Okay. All right, let's get out of this live demo.
But that price is not bad.
Which one?
The NAP, QNAP 4-bay NAS, 12 terabyte storage capacity, pre-configured RAID 5 Seagate Iron Wolf drives bundle.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing.
Under $1,000.
Typically, they will not come with drives. So you buy the housing, and then you buy the drives on top of that. That's typically how that would work, because different people, you might want a 10 terabyte drive, 12 terabyte drives. I think, if I remember correctly, at the time that I was doing the research on this, drives that are optimized to work with NAS were kind of maxing out at about 12 terabytes. But it's like if you had 7 bays, you got tons of storage.
Yeah.
And you don't have to do it all at one time. You get one bay, and then when you need more space, go ahead and buy the next one, etc. Stephanie, I hear Stephanie is going to. Oh, is that cat in the bag or out the bag?
I haven't put it out there yet.
Okay, all right.
It's coming.
I'll sit on it. I'll let you do it.
It's coming. It's coming.
But hi, Stephanie.
I think I might have to. I'm gonna throw my IT guy on this.
The NAS thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think you just turned me on to that.
Yes.
He probably knows it. He's probably on top of it. He is that kind of guy.
Oh yeah. If anybody's working IT, then they should be familiar with NAS stuff. Raj, you do anything with soundboards, audio boards?
Well, I used to.
Oh, Chris.
I stepped away.
Okay. We just got a digital board at church. We have an analog board. It's a Behringer. Behringer X32, but it's the producer version. I said producer version. Producer version X32. But and the producer version is really kind of theirs. I think it's their most stripped down version that they have of that board of the X32. Okay. And am I saying that right? X32? I see Chris saying with 3 question marks. Is it something else 32? It's not in here.
Not that I know of. I
Yeah, it's
think
an
you are right.
X32. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that one has it. You can have up to 32 outs
Hmm.
or ins, but it's on the board itself. Native to the board is 16. You'd have to buy an extra piece of hardware for the producer board in order to get the full 32 on there. So the controls and stuff will work on that. But it's like you have 8 dealing with your ins, your faders over here, and then 8 on this side. And then these 8 you can switch for them to work the first 8, and then 9 through, what is it, 17 or something like that. And you just push the button to see which one of the ends you're trying to tweak. But again, yeah, you can get that snake. Hi, Miriam. You can get the snake to put that in, but the Behringer actually has something that's a little different from the snake. That'll actually, you can avoid buying the snake by getting the piece that they sell for this. What I really wanted was the wing. I didn't want the X32. I wanted the wing. That's one of their a different board, one of their newer boards they put out, but it was a gift. So smile.
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Thank you so very, very, very much. Yes, indeed. Stage rack. Nope. We have a snake, and at the church, that's what we do, use the snake. And so our snake is sitting up under our pulpit, and it runs all the way back to our Allen and Heath analog board. But one of the biggest things and biggest issues that churches have, and many of them, I don't even know if they realize it, is the difference between a house mix and a stream mix. I used to sit in church sometimes, and years ago, in my worship at one of the churches I pastored previously, and the praise and worship was on point. I mean, it was good, it was powerful, moving, all that stuff. And then I go back and watch it later online, and I'm like, whoa, what? That's what that sound? No, that didn't sound like that. Sounded like, why does that sound so bad to hear? Because we were feeding the house mix into the stream mix, and it's apples and oranges. So having a way to be able to take each one of those instruments, each one of those mics, and tweak them differently for what you're putting in your live stream as opposed to what you're hearing in the house. You know, the house has space, the house has room, and, you know, what you hear and the placement of your speakers, all of that, you know, affects how you tweak every mic that you have in the building as to the placement and all that in the space. But it's just totally different in the stream, because the stream is just picking up what is directly right here, you know, in your mics, and it's not accounting for all of this stuff, all of this space, and it can be problematic. That's so for those of you that might have no clue what I'm talking about, if you're listening to like, say you've got a praise team and you've got 5 or 6 people up there, you're listening in the building and there's a nice blend and they sound really good together, but then you go back and listen to the live stream and that alto is riding way high on top of everything else. You can barely hear the instruments and you just hear the voice. It's because the mix. You know, how you're tweaking the volumes and the EQs on each individual input, very different from what you hear in the house and what you hear in the stream.
As you were talking there, I went back to the one church that I went to serve, and we were cutting edge because we brought a multi-track duplicator for the cassette tape.
Multi-track, come on now. 5, 6 tapes at a time.
5, 6 tapes at a time, man. We were cutting edge then.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
This Friday night, I had one of the guys from a friend of mine from Dean Dennis. I don't know if you know Dean. used to sing with Connect Five.
Yes,
And
yes, I
then
remember
no,
Dean.
Dean,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
and he sings with Seventh Element now.
Okay.
So turns out
Seventh Element or Naturally Seven?
Seventh Element, Seventh
Seventh
Element,
Element.
yeah.
Okay.
So turns out he lives like 4 or 5 minutes up the road from me. So he and his family and everything came over Friday night for worship, and we were sitting there talking, and we were talking about that house versus stream mix, and he's like, "Yo, when we go places now, that's one of the first questions we ask them. We ask them, do they have a mix for the house and a mix for the stream?" And he said sometimes we have to say, "Look, if they don't have a stream mix, a dedicated stream mix." They say, just don't stream it. just don't stream it. But
That's right.
I
That's right.
understand.
That's right, Bishop.
Quality control. That's what they're working on. Quality. Yes.
Yeah.
A team GP got to have that team, different ears and different headphones and different places and spaces. What's he saying? Remember recording 16 VHS tapes live, real time, after surface services to distribution. Yeah, I don't ever remember doing the VHS stuff, but I was too young when they were doing that. But I do remember cassettes. I'm telling on you, Bishop. I remember cassettes, and then when we got the CD and DVD
CDs,
duplicators.
Yeah. That's right.
So are you going to add Restream chat to ECAMM? You know, I actually have done that before. I don't remember how I did it.
You bring it in as a shared screen.
Yeah.
A shared overlay.
Did I close that? Okay, so let me get back there.
That's right, Bishop. We dated ourselves on that one.
I have a
That is true. Yeah, the widgets.
Yeah, I thought it was a widget. Because I could go in and change it. And Bishop, we used to use that when we did our in the lab stuff. So Miriam, for PRT, I just generally do put chat on the screen like this. Just pop them up individually. I don't have like a running thing of everybody's chat for PRT. But what you said, Raj, works too, but it doesn't work as well, or it's not as nifty as the widget.
That's true.
Okay, so here's the chat space here. I'm going to do a share screen overlay. Oh wow, but no chat is missing again. Wait, somebody type something again right quick. Let me see if it pops up. So if I do the share screen overlay, there's that. I'm going to option click my edge, crop that. Oh, it disappeared. Whole window disappeared. And that's not what I needed to do anyway. I needed to come here, not entire screen. Let's go with... Oh, it crashed. No, it didn't crash. There it is. Wow. That's interesting. It is not even giving me an option to add. I wonder if this is a bug. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there's Safari. And so what we're going to do is we're going to crop to just the chat window, Miriam. And we're going to get rid of all of that stuff. And then boom. That's a way that we've got, that's one way that we can pull this chat stuff in. But again, the widget, like Bishop was mentioning, it's a lot neater than this.
Also, I think, is it Ninja? Common Ninja or Ninja Common? They have another widget that does the same.
And somehow we got muted. Now we're not muted.
Oh, you created a new scene.
No, I didn't. Same scene. I think it may have been when I pulled in the video as the background.
Okay. Is it back now? Yes, I can hear you. All right, awesome.
Yeah, it should be back now.
Yeah, we don't do. Well, again, we would have to. We would have to put this. It'll be. We'll have. We have small what I want to say, real estate on the PRT screens. So I'm not sure how we would add this running.
Yeah, the cameras would get a whole lot smaller in order to
yeah.
add this. And we got 5 people up there, 6 people sometimes.
Right.
Do I know you, Miriam? Do I know Miriam Crawford? Well, Miriam Crawford sounds like an audio tech, and a guru. She sounds like she's needs to be a consultant.
Bishop, he spends a lot of time trying to fix up the background, and it always pops every time I see it. I get envious. No, not really envious. He has a great eye. I love it.
That's the Disney World in me.
Yeah.
Disney, I mean, environment and aesthetics and all that stuff. Not that I get it all the time. I do it well, but I know that it
that
needs
you
to
do.
be done, can be done, should be done. I think I stopped looping them. You know, every time when we first started, you know, the backgrounds were just constantly moving. But I stopped doing it because it takes up so much system resources that sometimes I think it would pull away from the video quality. All right, Miss Miriam. And where's home for you, Miriam? Where are you running video and audio? Oh, she might have left already.
But I used to get a lot of complaints that our moving background was
Distracting. and all that.
distracted. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to hear that too. I mean, I would hear when they'd say that. In my head, I'm just saying, well, stop paying attention to them. Pay attention. Well, don't get distracted.
But that's a generational thing, you know.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Yeah, she got away before I found. I don't know. Do you know who Miriam is? Where she's?
I don't.
Okay.
I see she put Georgia, so I'm not sure exactly.
Oh, Georgia. There we go.
Where in Georgia?
Didn't see that. All right. They have the swimming in. I shouldn't be laughing at that. But yeah. All right. Well, whatever the issue was, Raj, I think it's not an issue tonight.
Well, all right. Well, it is not. Yeah, I gotta get another camera. You're just showing up on this so clearly. Actually, I do have my light off, so my lighting is not on, so it's not popping like it should.
Well, if you use that iPhone 14 like you were the other week,
the problem
you're
is
good
that
to
is
go.
also a tool I use to track what's happening. So
yeah.
once I put it into service, it's like I have one less tool to use.
Yeah, but that's the best camera that you got, Doc.
That is true. That is true. I'm going to get a monopod stand, I think, because when I had it on the table in front of me, I was too close. So I may get one that's a little further away when I'm in this studio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bishop knows about that iPhone saving the day.
Yeah.
Bishop, do you still use your iPhone, Bishop? I remember when he started, I thought like that's all he was using. And I was like, what?
Man, you should see how this looks on my on the YouTube, on my television. Man, it looks great.
Oh, what's up right now?
Yeah, I mean it's crisp. The colors blend, like the blue and the white. It's blending nicely.
That's not what I want. Background. Oh yeah, I do. But I want to pull that.
The background is story blocks.
Right. Yeah. He uses the iPad Pro M1 as well now. Which iPhone are you using, Bishop? And which camera do you think is better, on your iPhone or that iPad Pro M1? I gotta bounce in a few, man. I'm got a road trip in the morning. Gotta go down to Orlando.
Go up to Orlando.
Yes, up to Orlando.
Yeah, I got a video shoot in the morning I got to do. Well, it might be in the afternoon. We got clouds in the morning, so I might do it in the afternoon.
The chat overlays are now staying up until I click them off. Before they used to stay up.
I think you have to set it in the settings. Okay. iPhone 13.
Oh. Bishop is launching into NYC in 2023. Bless the Lord. We'll be praying with you and for you.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be in general. Yes? No? Keep utility, play app sounds, click utility, and automatically overlay when returning a. There we go. Automatically hide comments after. It defaults to 15 seconds, but that was not checked. Okay, let's try that again. So now we put that up. And it should disappear on its own after 15 seconds. There you go. Boom.
Yep, it works. Yeah, Bishop, we got you. We got you.
Absolutely. Now, how is that? Is that going to be virtually, Bishop? You're launching that there. Are you physically, like, are you moving to New York? You have an extra team up in New York. And Bishop, you ought to just hop on. I'm saying that like I'm going to be here forever. I got to go. Bishop, we got to bring the fellas back, Bishop, and we can talk about that, because that's going to be that'll be a good conversation.
Yep. All right.
Yeah. All right, brother. I'm going to tap out here.
Not a problem. Not a problem. I came on because I wanted to show the team spirit.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
All righty.
All right.
Bishop, good talking to you. Those of you who are still viewing, the 8 that are on, thank you for joining us for this test.
Now I got to go back and delete this. I don't care about leaving it up. It's a lot of work to go back and delete all of these, but yeah. All right. All right, everybody.
All right.
Y'all have a good night. We'll see you
Good
next
night.
go around. Thanks for your help tonight and your input.